With teams fine-tuning rotations in these early stages of the season, Richard, some players can be, I think, unsure about their role.
Hey, but that's part of the job. You just have to stay ready. Whenever your team calls your number, you have to go in and do the job that they ask you.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Levens, and it's Palmer in at the 2. Here's Flowers. Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Cooper. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Free throw good, Cooper. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Clayton. Clock at 6. Here's Levens. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Pass to Caravan. Here's Palmer. And it's off from three-point range.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Palmer. Over Dunleavy. Shot's good by Palmer.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Pass to Cooper. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cooper's got 5 points so far.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Caravan. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The tray. Shot's good by Whitehead.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from the three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Here's Palmer. Defended by Dunleavy. To the middle. Here's Clayton, and it's blocked. They retain possession. Palmer no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Whitehead. This one for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams.
The way these guys moved the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Home team on D. Now Levens. Over flag, and that one's good. Levens. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Going inside, and they get it back. Cooper, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Levens. To the wing on the left. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Flag with it. Hasn't made one yet. Fires from way outside. Tries to save it and unable to corral the miss, and it goes out of play. So it's the visitors now. 11-point game. Pass to Palmer. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flowers. Makes it off the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Here's Pow Pow. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Count that one. Dunleavy's got 5 points so far.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Levens. Pass to Palmer. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
50 seconds left here in the first quarter. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Three shots.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall. Gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Flag. Here's Gill. Good on the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now, here's Meeks. All sorts of time. Gill with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence, the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up 19. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
We've got George. Williams is out there with Taylor, and it's Graham in at the one spot. Dunleavy for three. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they've failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
Here's Flag. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Blair, the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Graham. Whitehead with the rebound. Here's Flag. Graham defending. For the three. Shot's good by Whitehead. Whitehead's got 9 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Palmer. Pass to Taylor. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
On the free throw, no good. Gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Cooper, he's checked in for Gill.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Now flag. Pass to Whitehead. To the paint. And flag throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Palmer no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey team, technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Cooper. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And here's Levens. Here's Karaban. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Karaban's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Whitehead. Lets it fly. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Count that bucket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Home team on D. Levens passes to Palmer. 5 to shoot. Here's Karaban. Drills the three-pointer. Karaban's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, not always consistent offensively, but he sure looked good on that finish.
Flag with it. He had 15 points last outing. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
That's his 2nd triple of the quarter and 3rd of the game. Keep building.
Palmer passes to Levens. From the arc. The rebound by Cooper. Cooper's got 4 rebounds in this game. Flag. Pass to Cooper. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And it's Levens missing. to the inside.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. And we got a question here from Christo at Point. Between Kenny and Shaq, who's the best at playing 2K?
Oh, it's got to be me, Ernie. Come on. Shaq's hands are too big for the controller.
See, that's where you're mistaken, my guy. I don't even need a controller, Kenny. I'm in the game. I can program it from the inside.
So basically you're saying you're going to cheat. Yeah, okay. That disqualifies you right there.
Well, Christo, I bet that's not the answer you were expecting. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Whitehead out there with Cooper. Then it's Flagg. Then there's Dunleavy. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
They get it again. Here's Flowers. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Here's Dunleavy. Out to the wing. Fires it up. Shot's good by Whitehead. Whitehead's got 13.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Homer, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Levens with it. Now defended by Flagg. Pass to Levens. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Levens got his second basket of the game.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Clayton. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Whitehead passes to Cooper. Lets it go from the wing. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Here's Clayton, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Back to you guys.
Some forward thinking. Allie, we thank you very much. And that one misses. Gone 2 of 5, shooting here in the third quarter. Now, here's Levens. He has 5, and that's good off the glass that time. Levens got 5 points in the quarter.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Hey, when you trust your shot like he does, it doesn't matter how much size you're giving up. He feels the mid-range in his territory.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
No dice from the high post.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Launches it. That one doesn't drop.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by Caravan.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
Nails the wide open jump shot.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Clayton, the pass to Levens. And the 3 off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Pass to Clayton. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Clayton's got his second basket of the night.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. And that one drops.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Outside Roy. Ball from long range. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game. And he gets it to go.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot clock at 5. A nice shot by Roy.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Williams. And it's Blair in at the 3, the small forward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Now Dunleavy takes the 3. Townsend grabs the miss. Here's Whitehead. The three-pointer is right on target.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here. Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Here's Cooper. Jacks up a 3. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Chalk up 2 there. Caravan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
And the first one drops.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's Clayton. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And the free throw, no good. And it's Caravan missing.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
To the middle, second shot opportunity, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Flag with it. To the right side. Cooper with the bucket. Cooper's got 14 points now in the second half.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Pass to Levens. Fires from deep. Here's Palmer. Here's Karaban. Shoots the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Karaban's got 13 points in just this quarter.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to Cooper. High post shot, and he hits the jumper for two.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Just 5 on the clock. Levens. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Pass to Flag. 4 on the clock. Here's Whitehead. Karaban grabs the board. Karaban's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Whitehead for 3. Clayton grabs the rebound. A baseline J. That one good for 2. Karaban's got 35 in the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Flag. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Palmer. Here's Clayton. And so they get the victory here at home. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now we present our player of the game.